this pandemic kind of
Bro, I think this shit is fucked up. The country fucked up, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm really fucked up. Ever since this shit started, we've been getting contradicting information every day. I'm really ever since 5 months ago when it happened, I'm still taking this shit one day at a time. Every day we get some new shit, it's okay, we gonna move off of that. Then a week or two later, we get some more shit.
Like the money shortage and shit.
Niggas don't know what's gonna happen. I like to think this shit gonna be over by the end of the year, but.
So listen, y'all know what? I feel like, honestly, I believe it. I'm not saying I don't believe that the coronavirus is real or whatever. It's real or whatever, but at the same time, I feel like it's distraction from a lot of stuff that's really way more important than what's going on. I feel like the most important thing that's going on right now is with the office. Yes. With Donald Trump. He is not only messing up our country, but the way of life.
He's just abusing his power. He don't really care about that.
It's way past power. It's it's global. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody mess with America like that. For certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? And it's impacting us more than ever. Before, when you used to hear about problems with the government, so it was okay, cool, I hear that shit, but it's not fucking with my shit, what I got going on. But at the same time, it's now, it's every time you do something, you feel it. You get what I'm saying? It comes way faster than the domino effect we used to have.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit really been going on. We've been bombing other countries and shit like that. The only difference is now we got a president who the beef with other countries for real. He to talk shit to other countries, president and shit like that. This nigga just different. He wild.
Definitely.
I was gonna say, when you were saying it's a distraction, the shit that been going on through the pandemic, the officers, the racial injustice, all that shit started to happen. It's just 2020, this year has just been from the beginning, decline just from the beginning. It's ridiculous.
So listen, compared to what y'all saying, so this is what I have. This is my take. Honestly, I'm gonna walk somebody.
Please.
Wait, so I stopped doing all that.
Let's get somebody in the racetrack.
I wanted to ask y'all, do you feel like there's been any good that come up for 2020?
This is what I was getting at. So I was saying, I feel it's two sides of the equation. The streets is eating right now. Everybody that's unemployed is eating right now. As far as listen, the hardworking people is having a meltdown. Yes, definitely, because there's so many establishments that's still not working every day, that's getting minimum hours, and then on top of that, it's everything is fluctuating price wise. Gas, they're playing with gas prices, they're playing with food prices. It's they're making it difficult, and then especially during coronavirus, your money isn't stable enough to have an income where you can pay all your bills on time. You know what I'm saying? And take care of a family full time, and be able to, you know what I'm saying, to provide the things that your kids may want. You know what I'm saying? To keep them up living to day to day. You know what I'm saying? In a normal society where we do have kids that's more privileged than other kids, you get what I'm saying? And that causes a whole different issue. It's
you're right. It's definitely two sides of the coin. You got one side where it's everybody kind of locked in, people going through depression, people going through just not being able to communicate with their friends and family. People, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of it has a heavy impact on the social aspect of everything. But on the other side as well, you got a lot of more people got a lot more free time. They get to really focus in on what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it's been a lot of good, a lot of people being really pursuing entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
Definitely heavy.
I think
get you a business.
I think one major thing that this shit has shown us is that people who work in like for other companies like fast food, people who work like maintenance jobs, all that shit. Them niggas realizing that they don't get paid enough. Because when you think about it, like unemployed people get like 600 a week and shit, or they were getting that during that span, and like everybody. They really, the thing is, like, everybody looking at them like, damn, y'all getting all this money doing nothing. You need to be looking at the government like, damn, why the fuck we got minimum wage this low? Why niggas ain't get no bonuses for having to work so
Work right now,
like,
And it's dangerous to work right now.
like, really, when you think about it, niggas who was working this whole time, they should have been getting like an extra 200, 300 a week or something.
It's been some bonuses, but not as much as
Like, they had a
should.
little hazard pay shit, but that's not enough. These niggas got
It's not
families and shit. They risking their life.
And then they pay out $1,200 for like what's that called?
I got that shit.
Stimulus,
Yeah, I
That shit
got that
is
shit.
for like
monthly, bro. This shit was monthly.
I didn't even receive one. Like,
I'm
I'm not talking
I've been working since this shit started. Cause I knew I couldn't stay in
You
the
have been working this whole time, and you stack up, man.
I'm
Like, if
still
you work
working.
right now, you were able to stack up, bro, because it was hard to spend money.
Yeah,
Because
where you
this stuff
spend
was
money?
slow. But I was
unless you online.
But for quarantine, where did y'all go? Y'all went back home? What?
Yeah.
Back with family?
Yeah.
Did y'all generally like have a good experience being back home with family, or was it weird?
It actually wasn't that bad.
I always
Like, I've been tired of going home for like summer breaks and shit.
Yeah, me too.
It was straight.
Yeah.
I ain't started feeling like I need to dip to like this last
So do y'all feel like y'all been more focused or more relaxed?
Definitely more focused.
I would say
more focused.
So okay, you said more relaxed, you said more focused. Why?
I just felt like I had a lot of time, like, to just think about what I really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, I started a business and stuff, and you know, just like working on my craft, getting better at certain things. You know, like I definitely could have done that, like had this not been the case.
Right.
But it allowed me, like, there's nothing else to do except, you know, level up my stuff.
Right. What you think? What you think?
Well, I stayed more relaxed because, when we got out of school, like, I didn't have to, like, come up here every day,
Yeah,
So I was just
yeah.
chilling in the crib doing my work.
I feel like it got worse and then it got better for me personally.
Same.
It's like I got so depressed because I'm a person that has to keep doing something. Like I gotta be doing something.
Right.
Then it's like, damn, I should put this energy towards my music.
Exactly.
So it was like, even though I was bored all the time, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I was sober, sometimes I was smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, when you sober, it's harder, you get what I'm saying? But it still, like, made me better. Like, now, my music, it's like, it's a difference from 6 months ago to now. It's like,
Of course.
you know what I'm saying? Better, way better.
Like I said, the same exact thing. For
Yeah.
me too, like I went back home with my family too, and I was with them. And I had the same thing like you, where it was worse first, and then it got better. And I got into a lot of arguments with family,
Right,
and then just
exactly.
tripping out,
Yeah.
like figuring shit out. And then after all that, it got so much better. I was sober most of the time. I drank every now and then because I go to the store, pick shit up, whatever. But I didn't smoke weed, and it felt really good to be sober. And I ended up
Exactly.
reading, educating myself on politics, what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
talking to my parents about it, figuring out what I want to do. I ended up reading this book that changed my life. It was crazy.
Right, definitely.
Yeah. It was
So
crazy.
what's one of the good reads that you had? Yeah, we do
What, for the-
encourage reading, you know what I'm saying? We're a group of, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Intelligent,
Yeah.
melanated people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, what was your question? You said what was it?
What's one of the good books you read?
Yeah, one of the good
Oh, the best thing I read was I didn't even finish it. It was called Intimacy and Solitude by Stephanie Darwick, I think.
Yeah. And why make you feel like,
Oh my gosh, like that book, I feel like if everybody read that, I feel like the social climate would just be healthier. I read that book and it taught me so much about myself and how to respect yourself in a way without being dismissive of other people around you. It taught you how to find value within your own self, things like that. Not struggling to find.
So, okay, let's just focus in on that. Finding value in your own self, what does that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, what does that mean to people that has people in their life, and what does it mean to people that really haven't been close to anyone to really, you know what I'm saying, give that respect to even themselves or anybody else?
Well, it's tough because a lot of it has to do. We also talked about like the psychology of children and adolescents and how like the first few years of life is where you get like
really important.
Yeah, it's huge. It teaches you your intimacy levels and your solitude levels and how much you depend on what and need what, and bro, that's really where it starts. And if you just get dealt like a bad hand, you don't ask for it, but it's up to you to kind of figure out how to deal with your struggle. If you can work through it, if you feel you can. But some people have experiences that don't help to encourage those kinds of behavior, and it's easy to just fall into a pattern of self-pity or doubt or being angry or mad or vindictive. It's okay to call it. But no, but with the self-value, if that's your case, what you really need to do is look at your own childhood trauma, try to figure out what caused what, and as you go over it, you remember things and it'll blow your mind, and you just kind of. Well, that's how it happened for me.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's people that's not mentally prepared to deal with facing everything that they have already overcome. You get what I'm saying? It's like,
what you mean facing things they've already overcome?
Yeah, bro. It's like evaluating stuff. Like when you like being traumatized, for instance, having PTSD. It's like remembering certain shit and like, damn, like somebody really did that fucked up shit to me, and it's like. Some people get to where they feel like, okay, cool, I'm about to do the same fucked up shit to somebody else. How do they deal with not passing that on? You know what I'm saying? People get so comfortable and like, oh, see, it was done to me. I could do it to somebody. I'm not that type of person personally. I do not encourage that. But I hear a lot of people in my personal life, in my personal circle, people that I love dearly, really admit to that and are proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Doing what has been done to them.
I know what you mean.
I like to read a lot of biographies and autobiographies about my favorite musicians or just public figures and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I be seeing the shit that they went through as kids, like, you know, child abuse, sexual abuse, stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, what, like, how do some people grow up and they decide, you know what? I don't want nobody, I come around and ever experience that. Right. And then how other people grow up and be like, you know what? I feel like I should put other people through.
Exactly.
Like, I just find that crazy. And the older I get though, the more I realize they don't even be knowing they do it.
Oh, what, like people that do
they don't even realize that they're doing something that was done to them.
Yeah.
Like, it's subconscious of them.
Yes.
It's I feel like it's gonna be somebody in your life because I'm that person. Like, even though like some people just need me, I don't care who you are. I'm going to openly say like, bro, you know, you have a real bad habit of doing this. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that you do this a lot. You get what I'm saying? Because I want you to understand that that's not okay. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it's a big enough world where you're gonna experience somebody that's gonna tell you that that shit is not normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just up to them to realize it or to accept it.
I think a lot of it too, a lot of the struggle with that, like people also generally have the tendency to want to make people do what they feel they should do or, you know,
like control that.
But yeah, some type of control. Oh, but you mentioned how some people don't even realize they're doing it subconscious. That's so true because it's literally this idea of like it's a small child that was abandoned or felt whatever abuse it went through, and it's inside of this adult and it's forgotten its memories and they're repressed, but it still has these feelings left over from it. So they still got to get projected, sent somewhere, you know. And some people aren't aware of that, and some people don't know how to deal with that. But you ask how you teach someone to find that.
So listen, I'm sorry to interrupt this. Do you think that people that's in a better environment, like what I mean by that, is
like raised better or something?
Like not even that, like just more successful in life than other people? Do you think they have differences as far as dealing with mental health issues and stuff like that? Like some people might overshot or over, you know what I'm saying?
When you say successful, you mean like money? Like you have money?
Yeah, like when you have money and when you don't.
And they have a different way of dealing with these things?
Yeah.
I mean, Who am I to say really? I can guess.
So that's just like, okay, cool. Like your situation, not saying you don't get it back, but do you think that is like if you had $100,000, do you think that you would do something different to help yourself cope with your issue?
Honestly, yes, I would say.
No,
yes.
okay.
No, yeah, I see what you're going for. Yeah, because there are times where I do feel low on myself when it comes to things with money and shit like that, and I hate that so much because, like, theoretically, I know who gives a fuck.
Right, exactly.
But my actual experience and what makes me feel what, it doesn't always play out like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to me to kind of deal with that.
What y'all think?
This whole discussion, okay, so like how I was raised from birth, I was kind of spiritual, right?
Okay.
For those that do or do not know, I was raised with a heart condition. So when I was born with a heart condition, I'm saying. So when I was born, I had to get surgery, blah blah blah, like 3 different surgeries. So you know, my parents raised me as like not like a gifted child or something, but like, you know, they said I could have died type shit. And then I had a sister. Then it was just like, you know, I want you to take care of your sister. They even told my sister to take care of me. So like the way I was raised, it was just more love, just straight from the beginning. Because I couldn't have been here. I could have been.
So do you think you face more disappointment or more do your disappointments like really hit you like in the heart? Like that's how I feel. Because I was raised in that type of household where like I do have parents or family members that love on me real hard. Like when I deal with people like intimate, like friends or someone I'm in a relationship with, if they do some hard foul shit to me, it's like it makes me break down different than a normal person. Yeah. Because it's like some people, you have friends that be like, man, you tripping, you doing too much. Just don't do this, or just don't be friends with them, cut them off. It's like, but with me, I'm like,
It's like,
bro, why do you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that type of person. And then I deal with people that's like, I don't give a fuck, I'll do it again. Like, you know what I'm
I try
saying?
to look at the bigger picture.
Yeah, I try to look at stuff like, you know, obviously, if I got a friend, if I'm going through something and I tell my friend, like, bro, I can't believe they did this. Like, why would they do that? And the friend's like, first off, bro, like, you know, it's gonna be all right. Just do this back to him. And I'll be like, nah, let's see. I like to look at like, you know, shit. You probably were raised where you decide, shit, somebody do something bad to me, I'm gonna do them back. And it ain't always good to live like that. But it helps for understanding, knowing that that's how some people cope with stuff.
That's how you can tell, bro. That's how you can tell when you should keep running.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Little shit like that.
You see somebody who's spiteful and always in for the bad, you know what I'm saying? You want to stay away from the type of people they got a negative aura around them. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna rub off on you.
Right,
That's
that's
gonna
gonna
rub
rub off on you. It's gonna alter your goddamn, it's every goddamn.
It's crazy because people know when you like that. People know when you're a genuine person.
Oh, and they'll take advantage of that shit.
They take advantage of that, but they also, you can tell that they'll always want to be around you. Like sometimes their energy might not say that, like the way they talk and stuff like that, they might act like they're miserable when they're around you, or they might act like, oh, I can be doing something else or something. When in actuality, they want to be around you. Because they know you're a genuine person, they know you got a good vibe.
That shit crazy.
This is fucking hard.
So do y'all think that, do y'all think that affect y'all art at the same time? Like,
I don't talk to nobody.
But no, sometimes you have people that can't relate.
all this stuff.
At the same time, you can't say that because you have people that can't relate their mental on like whatever they do. You get what I'm saying? It's like some people will get so attached to looking at something and seeing something that they just, I gotta do another version of this real quick. Instead of doing what they would actually do if they didn't even have that influence around.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I get it.
Well, I think the thing too is like when it comes to artistry and creating, it's like I think creativity, not everybody has. Like that's where you can pull something from nothing.
I feel like everybody is creative because it's like even if you can't be creative as in art or something like that, it's something like even if you straighten up your house a different way, like that's art. You get what I'm saying?
So it's
creative. You get what I'm saying? The way that you think, the structure of your brain is art itself. You get
Well,
what
let
I'm
me
saying?
specify. I meant more towards making music. That's I should have said that. I mean, no, seriously, because like I mean, when it comes to making, like, I've had times where I've seen people who do music, and it's not I don't want to sound like.
So you don't think that? Okay, so listen, I hear you go. I'm gonna change your opinion right now.
Okay.
So even if you see how we do different melodies or different tones and stuff like that. Like that's how we do our art. However, you write your music, whatever.
Yeah.
It's some people that don't do none of that. Some people like just structure their shit. They don't even have to hear the music. They'll just write their shit and then listen to the beat and pick the beat to match their words or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like however you do whatever you do, it's a routine, a structure. You get what I'm saying? Like a base or however you do whatever you do. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a recipe basically. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we all might have to bake the same cake, but we might put that shit in order different ways. It's still what it is. It's gonna produce, you know what I'm saying, the same outcome.
But some cakes are just gonna be like.
Listen,
I'm just saying, like.
but who are you to say that's nice bullshit?
Listen, that's just not real. Like people, you put a preference on things. You put things into a hierarchy. When you look at something, it's natural to compare things and figure out what is what relative to what else. Like, so I tried this cake. I'm like, all right, this is the first one I tried. Cool. I got nothing to go off of. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I tried second cake. Maybe a little more salt than the other one.
You feel what I'm saying? To each his own. Exactly.
To each their own, and it's subjective. But there are some times when you find some things that garner more attention than some of the other things, and you're like, what? So people like Michael Jackson were like, dude was on such a level that you want to think. Not only was he just famous as fuck, but it was because he was so talented in such a crazy way.
Top 10 artists of all time, everybody.
Top 10 artists of all time?
In all genres. All genres. All genres.
All right, no particular.
Hold on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
No particular.
Let's go in order. All genres, all time. It don't matter. Top 10.
To be honest, man, I ain't even got no top 10. Like,
man, you got a top 10. You got a top 10. You got a top 10.
You can figure something out.
I'm telling you, come on now. I'm being wavy with the 10. I could say 5.
Let's do 5.
Let's go 5.
Let's
do 5.
Niggas say I listen to
every now and then I go.
And let me go with, I'm gonna go with Mike, MJ, Mike Jackson.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Smokey Robinson.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with is it just, can it be like producers?
No, it could be
anything.
musicians.
I'm gonna go Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
I'm gonna go Quincy Jones. Then I'm gonna go with
Who's he with?
I'm gonna go with Kendrick. And I'm gonna go with Biggie.
Okay. I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, yo, like some names he said, I don't even know what he's talking about. So my top 5 is like gonna be like way different than y'all's.
No, that's what
We need diversity.
Yeah, remember we were talking about you were like, oh, everybody should know Beyonce and all that. I was like, no, bro. Like our Beyonce was like Selena and all that.
Love for the Latino community.
So, I'm not gonna say it in order, so I'm gonna be like Michael Jackson.
Is
Selena, yeah.
Cher, you said Cher?
Oh.
I thought you said Cher.
I know what Cher is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I like Eminem personally.
Okay, I know that. Alright.
Lil Wayne and Kendrick.
Alright, come on.
Alright, I'm gonna give y'all 5 since y'all say only 5.
If you want to give 10,
Niggas about to go crazy.
give your 5
Alright, I'll give you my top 5. These are undisputed top 5.
of all time.
All time.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, Prince,
Okay.
Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, and Guns N' Roses.
Okay. I like Guns N' Roses. I was obsessed with them. Slash, man. I got Epiphone guitars because of Slash.
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
All time.
Man, come on, man.
If you want to get spicy now.
Nah, man. Nah. Come on.
mean, yeah, we gotta put MJ for sure.
Michael Jackson, I think I'm.
Yeah, man.
You gotta put MJ.
You about to say Beyonce? No.
No, nigga.
Outkast.
I mean, okay, Cole is my favorite rapper. J. Cole is my favorite rapper.
You got Michael Jackson?
Singer. I'm trying to think like different. Okay. Michael Jackson, Cole, singer. Goddamn. Nah. Damn, I never thought of this shit.
That's tough. You got 2 right now.
I know. I mean, nah, I don't know. I never thought about all time shit. Okay, producer, I can give you Zay. I think Zay told him go crazy. I just give you 2 more names. Future go crazy.
Okay. Definitely.
And yeah, I'm gonna go Outkast. I'm from the A.
Okay.
I gotta do it. Love
Outkast.
Alright, come on. Let's go.
My top 5, I'm gonna do Kanye West. And then I'm gonna do Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Frank Ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I kind of want to say I'm gonna say Philip Glass. Why did this just stop?
Oh shit.
Damn. You gonna have to start yours over.
Yeah, see this goddamn.
Say it in this video. Say it and do a part. Alright, we good?
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Alright,
Alright,
sorry.
I said Philip Glass. How many I need? That's 4.
That's 4.
Okay, I got 1 more.
The audio was off, so we gotta do it.
And you got up to that last name.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do
Like this shit stuff.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna cut off.
I know. So
Hold on.
Come on in, boy.
oh,
Yeah, it's still going.
I'm gonna say Drake.
Wow.
I'm gonna say Drake.
I ain't gonna count. Okay, so this is top 5. Man, I got Kanye, Drake, motherfucking Uzi, Future, Thug.
Alright, that's it.
Damn.
Three producers,
I mean, I
man.
thought
Ice-T,
He's gonna get 10. I'm gonna
Rock,
do 10.
Metro Boomin on
Molly
song.
Rock would go hard.
Alright, cool. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Bob Marley.
Okay.
Okay.
Pop. Nigga, stop.
Right.
I'm not mad.
Tripping. Y'all
He
definitely.
said big, so you gotta get off.
Definitely. R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck.
R.
Kelly. Who got more hits than R. Kelly?
You supporting the music?
Who got no, his art shit.
Yeah.
Who got more hits than R. Kelly?
At the end of the day, R. Kelly is the unspoken
Go.
king of R&B.
Okay. All right. We're gonna keep it at that.
I don't speak on him.
I'm gonna throw me a group in there just for the fun of it. Let me see.
I got it.
Hold on. No.
You got 3 right now?
Yeah, I got 3 right now. So my top group of all time, I'm gonna say. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
They slept on for real.
Yeah,
They
for
are
sure.
so.
Definitely. And Phil. Shoot, this gotta be person. This gotta be person. Nigga, masterpiece, dog.
Really?
Stop playing. Not even just his music though, but just
With
his
his
music.